Hi, everybody. It's Diane Yetter from the Sales Tax Institute, back with another episode in our Women to Watch in Sales Tax. And I'm thrilled to have Judy Vorndran here with us. She is with TaxOps out in Colorado, where she is the partner in charge of the state and local tax group. Judy, welcome.
Hi, good to see you, Diane.
All right. So Judy, why don't you tell us a little bit about what TaxOps does and what your role is there?
Well, we're a 17-year-old tax boutique firm. We just do taxes like income tax compliance, state tax compliance, sales tax automation, sales tax assistance. We do R&D, international, transfer pricing. So we're kind of a full service tax department. So we kind of akin ourselves as your outsourced tax department. That's kind of where we like to play. We're all Big Four refugees who just kind of wanted to be strategic and just do tax. And that's all we do. And I focus on the state and local aspect of that with our clients.
Okay, perfect. So Judy, is there something that you've been able to accomplish in the sales tax field that you're most proud of?
Yeah, it's funny you should ask that, Diane, because it's funny these things, how they say they can't be done. Well, I've been very involved in the governor's task force in Colorado to modify our sales and use tax transaction system to manage our home rule cities. Because we have 70 home rule cities in one state, nobody said they could come together because of our Colorado Constitution. And the state cannot mandate that the cities do something different than the state. But we have worked, I being a part of that process of this task force and this coalition, to explain to the cities they're not getting their money because it's too complicated. And so what we have done in the last 4 or 5, in the last year especially, is we have a system of record that is run by a third party called MuniRevs that will ingest your sales tax information and do a registration and filing in all our home rule cities. Now, they're not all on board yet, but out of 70, we're closing in on, we've got 54, I think it is last count, that we're in and working with the city, not all set up yet, but that could be done in my career after 26 years of doing this. And some people said it could never be done. You know what? Where there's a will, there's a way, and where there's advocacy and people pay attention, it can happen.
So do you have any advice for a woman working in sales tax?
Well, I think the biggest thing with anybody working in sales tax is you got to love it, right? I mean, it's complicated. It can be very confusing. I personally, I'm a lawyer, and when I study for the bar, there's this one section called the logical game section. I aced it. So I think for me, sales tax is very logical. There's a reason the law was written as it is, and then you have to apply to the facts of your client's business. So I find that to be quite enjoyable. So I think having a passion for your craft and the work you do, because while we have to live and work and you want to have a family and whatever, travel, you have to decide, like, what do you do that have meaning? So I would just say for anybody, you need to have passion around your work and be constantly fascinated by the puzzle of it all. So you're connecting with people like you and I are connected because we both share this common passion and knowledge about how confusing it is. And we play off each other to learn different things. So passion, I think, is really important for just anybody, male or female. But especially in women, I think it's important to find, mentors and allies and like-minded people. I feel that way with you. There's a synergy, Diane. There's several of us women in this space that has started our own firms, and we just share a common thought process and our desire to lead, our desire to be somebody who's an expert and seen in that space.
So Judy, thank you so much. And if you want to hear more from Judy, Judy also has a podcast called
Saltovation.com. It's on saltovation.com.
It's been a pleasure, and we will be back with our next person in 2 weeks. Take care, everyone.